What am I doing? There we go. Hello, everybody. Watching me attempt to figure things out. I'm just gonna have to finish that up on the first sprint. It is too much for me to do in 10 minutes. All right, how's everybody doing? Hello, everybody. How's the week going? How is everybody's week going? Ghostly Encrypted. How goes it? Yes, they are clearly demanding blood sacrifices right now. They're being demanding. I was supposed to be done. And then they had changes. It's like, it's how it is. I mean, I guess it's fair. It is before 5 p.m. here, so I can't be too mad at them. But I'm still a little grumpy. Hello, Padawan Ghostly. As I am now legally obligated to call you. It's been a day. Yes, Crypt, I just saw that you... Yeah, relax, Cryptid. When you said you, got chest pains from doing a pan, I was like, you just go relax. Sit down. Don't overdo it. But that's also, it's not like I'm much better, so I'm not gonna, go after you too hard. I'm not particularly fantastic at the whole don't do the thing even though it might be killing me. But you got pages done. Huge, big, good job, Cryptid. I'm free to make words. That is good. I'm pretty sure I can get everything wrapped up in the first 10 minutes of the sprint, and then I can shift over to words. I just wanted to be able to do words this afternoon. I'm trying to get back in the flow. It is time to start working on more projects. So, I am anxious to get back at it. He said it, Sensei, the actual grin that just filled up my face, the pure joy. I know, you, bullied me into it. Hey, 13, welcome in. How are you? How's your week going so far? Maybe we don't give you the surprise. Wait, you don't give me the surprise? Or Cryptid? I thought I was better because I had felt all day, and that was incorrect, apparently. I mean, that's the problem, is so... That's the problem with you've got to give yourself some time after you feel good. Remember that's the whole thing with medications. They specifically tell you to finish the dosage instead of stopping when you start to feel better, because that doesn't always equate to you actually being better. But I have a bad habit of doing that, where I'm I feel fine, and then I go out. I'll go out and work on something or go do something, and then I'm like, oh, I'm dying. I thought I was better, but I'm dying. Actually, this would have been 2 years ago, where I got this sore throat, this crazy thing that lasted for a month and a half, and I was like, I'm dying. I've clearly contracted something that is some bacterial infection that's gonna go infect my brain, and it literally was just me going out back to work and running around right after I started to feel better, and then it would come back. And I did that for 2 months. And I was like, why is this happening? And that's why it was happening. It was because I kept doing that. So anyway. Let's see. I will shout loudly if anyone tries to interrupt you. Okay. I gave feedback on someone's work. Hey, 13, that's great. That's fantastic. I like giving feedback. I mean, I try to be constructive in critique. I sometimes worry I'm too, positive. Because sometimes, pointed critiques can be really helpful. Instead of me just being it's great. I love it. But I usually love most, the particularly here on stream, and then a lot of my writer friends, I just really like the work they do. So I tend to not have to... I tend to have to force myself to try to find something to give them something to work with. So, but I find it really fulfilling to give feedback on people's work and help people be better writers. I think that is badass. I have a surprise. No, that's only for antibiotics, right, Cryptid? That is not true. I should look at my mailbox. I'm assuming Discord, unless it's my actual mailbox, in which I'm going to be very terrified. It's And I don't have that problem, thankfully. Yeah, don't worry. I've been tested for everything under the sun. They took 8 vials of my pitiful blood. Yeah, I know that when they just start draining you of blood. Nice 13. That's always lovely. Yeah, nah. You give good edits, Muppet. Thank you. I try. I do try. I try to be constructive. I just really like what people are. Yeah, I gave some suggestions as well. Good. 13. That's always good. It's always good to have like some good suggestions or just pointing out what might not be working. Sometimes I think that like pointing out what necessarily isn't working for me is oftentimes more constructive and gonna tell them more than me like offering suggestions about how to fix it. Usually I figure that they'll figure out how to fix it like in their they'll figure that problem out. It's just sometimes you need to see where like the hiccups are. And that can really help. No, I haven't figured that out just yet. Okay, all right. Okay, let's see here. What are you throwing at me, Ghostly? What do we got here? Oh, it's a new daily Twilight. Oh god. Okay, all right. We got all the. I do love the daily Twilights. These things, I fucking love these things. There needs to be like a wall of these. I like to ask questions because I want the authors to find their answers. Yeah, that's what I think is that's I think best for writers. Unless that suggestion happens to be about itching, cough. Wait, what? Itching? Oh, itching for the. Wait, itching. Oh, itching for the thing. Okay, the Twilight. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can bring this up so everyone can see it. I've been trying to get better about that because I'm really bad at it. Now how do I? Okay, hold on. Let me download the damn thing. Oh, there we go. There we go. Good lord. Discord. I might just be old though. This is probably just me being old. Okay. Let me see. What is happening? Oh, there we go. There it is. Alright, let me see if I can add this. No, your suggestion every time I bring back just... Oh, I need more itching. Oh, that's true. I did. That's true. You set that up. You set the itching up, though. But I do think you needed to lean into it more. I do think that was true. Okay, let me... I think I can probably just bring this in. No. We want... was this preview? So give me, yeah, preview. No, not that. Why is it doing this? There we go. Good lord. Okay. All right, there we go. All right, hopefully everyone can see it. I think I figured out how to make this work. Hey, the kids are asleep. Welcome in, Dancing Banana. It looks like Ghostly made another daily Twilight, so we have to read it because it's very funny. I'm sure it'll be very funny. It always is. Okay. Anyway, but how's your week going? Kids are asleep. How's the family? How are the kids? How's everything going? Hopefully well. I agree with that, but in the way that it builds, you got to keep upping the ante, exactly. And no one judges my typos. Like I'm 80% back. Yeah, that's true. The only and I do is Virgil. Maybe Virgil. Who's to say? Okay. All right. This is another daily Twilight, which is the pictures you make, Ghostly, are fucking hilarious. It's so funny. Breaking news: High Worm announces abandon all children. What? Capitalist pagan regime overlord Imperator Twilight has made the public decree the evening of the 8th that all young students are to be thrown to the street with the carnivorous dogs, for we are all equals on this everlong hell we call a world, and we shall suffer on even rough ground, as taught to us by the elder capital worm, Shalom, my children. Come and embrace your independence and become one with the soylent soil of capital. For you will no longer be my children. The public agreed. There was a lot to unpack from his brief shout from his palace balcony. Witnesses of the decree reported he was wearing tissue boxes on his feet. This has neither been confirmed nor denied. Since the world has spoken, every sensei in the tri-state area has proceeded to disown their mentees. An epidemic of Padawans without a home. It's like a Ronin. It's like samurai, like masterless samurai. An epidemic of Padawans without a home and a teacher is swept through the nation. The morning of the 10th, a group of directionless youth band together to protest outside the sanctum, holding up signage to express their outrage and anguish, stating that the proclamation is child abuse. There has been no report of further word from our overlord as of the writing of this article, but the public is thrumming for his response to the mass hysteria. We have entered uncertain times, ladies and gentlemen. Jesus Christ, Ghostly. What? The lore, I guess, is what the oh no, your message failed to send. Oh no. You're good though. Oh good. I am glad you are good. I don't, maybe Twitch is just being messy. I don't know. I've been having issues recently with Twitch's interface, like doing really weird random stuff. This was delightful, Ghostly. A real Also, I like that you had to get the picture of me from the film fest thing. That stupid picture. I should probably replace that picture at some point. At some point, that picture will get replaced, I'm sure. But it is very funny. So, okay, in my defense, that was before you called me Pop. Oh, I see. This was your form of protest. Okay. And that was your revolt. I gotcha. Okay. I see. I love that picture. Don't you dare. That glorious picture. Yeah, it was just fun. I do remember when I had to build the whole Film Freeway page before the film fest because they wanted director pictures. Pretty much anytime anything gets submitted to a film festival, they want, because they use it for promotional materials. and because we did the whole thing where I wore that stupid bear beanie to like literally look dumb in every like possible cool director pose, it definitely made like sending out promotional materials difficult. which I do remember they kind of crop around it a lot. I noticed when I would go, when I saw the festival pamphlet, they tried to crop around it. Hey, Moon Runes, welcome in. I've downloaded You Never Escape It. Yeah, it will always be a hilarious picture to me. I love it. It's just, I should probably upgrade. It does not look good on like the I guess the director bio pages. Maybe if I can make it look fancy and with the bear beanie, like make it real glossy, make it look like a nice black and white imprint, very like glossy matte 40s glamour photo, but I'm wearing a stupid bear beanie. That might work. It really highlights the curmudgeon Muppet. Never has it looked so apparent that you are indeed both of those things. That's true, yeah. Moon Runes, how you doing? How goes your week? Hopefully your week is going well. Hot damn, I know, it's like we got a full house today. Everybody's excited. It's the beginning of the week. It's because, we got words. We got to get words done, everybody. We got to get the words done. I saw Weapons last night. I don't know how many people out there are fans of, or saw Barbarian when that first came out, but the guy from, what's his name? Krieger, I think is his name. But he was from Whitest Kids You Know. He was in a comedy troupe that's, if you like really wacky comedy from like the mid 2000s, they were kind of a part of that bunch. But Barbarian's a really good, simple, conceptual horror movie with a pretty good like political edge. But I went to go see Weapons, which was his second movie last night, and I don't know how I feel about it. I don't think I liked it that much, which kind of bummed me out a little bit. I mean, I'll have to rest on it. I have to wrestle with it because I can see what he's going for and what he's trying to do, but I don't know if I might have been a little disappointed in it. The other bear beanie one is Majestic. Ghosty, are you talking about the one where I'm like at the tree with Dakota? Where I'm directing Dakota to look around the tree. Is it that one? That is the black and white like glam director photo that just someone managed to get a picture of. It was very funny when the newspaper came out too, and they specifically avoided taking pictures of me because of that stupid hat. because I think they really wanted to like show off the Hollywoodness of having like a film crew in like up in like Encampment, Wyoming. It's a good way to not get your picture taken. Um, Pretty good. My new job is going well, and I'm grateful for the AC in the office. Oh yeah, I'm sure right now too. It's hot. It's hot everywhere. It's starting to get hot again here, which I'm not wild about. I got my own desk and fancy iMac studio. Oh, that's amazing, Moonrunes. I mean, you're like, because you're doing graphic design, right? It was a graphic designer, like a logo design job. So I'm like, that makes that you're getting like your own little like designer cubicle. Does it remind you at all of art school? I remember going to Cal Art to visit my buddy there, and everybody had like the most decked out little art cubicle. It was amazing. It was just I'm always jealous if you get like an art cubicle because they can make it, you can kind of design it and decorate it, and naturally artists are gonna be really good at designing and decorating their little cubicles. So always amazing stuff, amazing designs. So that's very cool. Yep, art for heat transfer and screen print. That's so badass, Moonrunes. I'm so glad you landed that job. That's just perfect. It's perfect. I really hope that the place turns out to be like a really good, like positive place to work, because it's definitely a step up from a lot of other jobs out there. Oh, you've just inspired me to wait. Yeah, the one on your business card. Yeah, okay. That word. Oh, you've just inspired me in the most wonderful way. Wait, what word? Wait, what? I know what my words are going to be tonight. What word? What word? What? I don't remember. I just talk. I don't remember what I say or what is said. I just babble. Yeah, I hope it's good. I didn't get a cubicle in school. You didn't get it? What? You were in art school and you didn't get a cubicle, but we had expensive Clintech. Okay. Oh, with my Beanie Bear story. Oh, gotcha. Yeah. I'm very upset by that fact, Moonrunes. I feel like that's a necessary step in any art school, is to get your own cubicle. That's not even like an expensive thing. You've inspired a kernel of an idea. Very good. That's what we're here to do. That's what we're here to do. We're supposed to try to be inspiring while we're here. All right. What are we at? Because I'm okay. Yeah, we're about ready to dive into our first sprints here. I am definitely going to be doing corporate work starting off, but then I'm gonna hopefully be able to shift to words. I just got to finish these stupid edits that they just keep wanting changes. They won't stop. Always sunny title text. The day Twilight finds out kids don't get cubicles anymore. That's true. Yeah. Cue the music, Cryptid. And then I'm gonna go on some righteous crusade to bring about cubicles that will escalate to really just show that I'm actually a monster, because that's like the whole premise of that show. Is every single episode is just to show how terrible these people are. I know, right? We just had an animation labs that were open until today. I mean, that's cool that they had like animation, like late night animation labs. I'm glad that they had late night ones too. I used to get really, when I was at CSU, I used to get really mad that I used to do late night study groups at the library, and they would always shut down the study halls super early. It made me so mad. We like literally always had to go to the 24-hour coffee shop, which is like fine, but when you're like a broke college kid, you don't always want to spend money to get it. You kind of have to like pay for a coffee if you're going to go hang out there. It's like bad form not to do it. But I hated that we'd always have to do our late night stuff at that coffee shop. Because they would just shut everything down at like 11 o'clock at night. It was crazy. So I'm glad that they did give you like late night animation labs, though. They used to do that for edit bays back in the day too. It's playing. It was either that or Inspire Your Joker style rant. Inspire Your Joker style rant you were about to go down. Oh God, I hope not a Joker style rant. Good Lord, I hate that movie. I go full, uh, I guess full Joker. What it even involves going full Joker? I don't know. You had the voice coming on. It was imminent. Oh no. Oh no. If if there's a part deep inside me that's like a little bit of Joker, I gotta get rid of that because I despise that movie. But Sensei, we live in a society. We do live in a society, just not. we, we live in a society where that fucking movie wins an Oscar. Ugh. Anyway, we don't need to litigate my thoughts on the Oscars and placating. Like all that movie is just like six. It's like my biggest pet peeve are when movies are just they're like distilled, clean versions of better movies. Like it drives me crazy. Like Martin Scorsese's King of Comedy and Taxi Driver are just like they're great films. They're great films about like alienated, angry, isolated men who become monsters both throughout from living in a society. And it's like ugh, and it's just doing that with the Joker, and even like aesthetically it's designed to look like Taxi Driver. It makes me crazy. It makes me crazy. I will be getting this Joker rant never mind right now. Perfect. Yeah, there you go. You got my Joker rant about Joker, I guess. I couldn't help it. I failed the test. I failed the test to control myself. All right. We should probably dive into our sprints. Yep, we've been up for 30 minutes. It's time to get to work. I got to finish these stupid edits so I can actually try to get some writing done. But thank you again, Ghostly. I do appreciate the daily Wildlight that you throw some. Oh, thank you, ads. Yes, ads. All right, we'll run ads. All right, ads, and then we dive into sprints. Bam. See you back here. Go get tea, get coffee, get something to drink, and we'll get some work done. Ads, yes, thank you. Jesus, I should hand you the sword, Ghostly. Cryptid, rest. You're fine. Everyone needs to chill. We don't have to make everything stressful. Cryptid, you can just relax. No obligations. Just relax. Of course, Sensei, anytime. Ghostly is actually going to outmod me this week. That's fine. That's okay, Cryptid. It's fine. It's okay. I'm just the captain. You instill the corporal punishment. Yeah. It's yes. We'll keep things chill, as long as I don't keep going on Joker rants. I guess. I can only imagine the types of folks that I will attract by going on Joker rants all the time. I am the captain, damn it, and it's okay. Ghostly's the ghost captain. I'm always telling people what to do. You are. But like a ghost, it's always like on the wind, you know. It's always this is imminent. That's true. I get the rolled up newspaper and squirt bottle. Yeah. Okay. Oh, by the way, I don't know if anyone is an actual fan of Ethel Cain's music. I know, Ghostly, you were using Ethel Cain's photography. But I will say this, man. If I was, like, a high school kid at this point, if I was a high school kid, I would be, like, Ethel Cain, I would be obsessed with Ethel Cain. Ethel Cain would be, like, plastered all over my walls as, like, a 16-year-old angsty, moody lad. Like, that latest album is straight up, like, one of my favorite goth musicians of all time, Chelsea Wolfe. She does like folk, metal, goth metal stuff. Like her last album, She Reaches Out To, She is like one of my favorite albums of all time. So, but like, it's like Chelsea Wolfe meets The Cure. It's like got that like long and crazy, like Ethel Cain's latest album is fantastic. I'm like really digging it. It's really good. And I really liked her just because she did that drone album Perverts, which it's like fantastic for if you want dark, moody writing music. It's just all drones and creepy sounds. Anyway, Yeah, I just thought I was listening to that earlier while I was doing edit work, and I was like, it's really good. It's really good album. Um, in my book. So it's just in your closet. Got it. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, yeah. Moon Runes. I am. Yeah. Anyway, I'm big fan of the most recent Ethel Kane Ethel Kane album. Um, so it's just in my closet. Yeah. No, I should have like all my shameful like teenage obsessions. My closet's just a disarray of film equipment. That's like all my closet is. My closet's actually very boring. Everybody. Um, it really just is film gear thrown. Like it's just a lot of gaff tape and like strange like mini C stands. That's like all that's in there. Um, but as an adult, he only had Ethel Kane plaster in his kitchen. Yeah, it's like it gets to be a refrigerator magnet. I have to maintain my adulthood. It's just one section of the fridge, just the freezer door. Exactly. All right, ads are done. Let's dive in. Let's go get the words. Let's go get the words done. All right, let me get ready. All right, I'm going to be off mic. I'm going to be doing corporate work for at least the beginning of the sprint before I transition over. But for the rest of you, I hope to vicariously live through all you being able to do words, actually get writing done. So happy writing, everybody. We'll see you on the other side. And away we go. All right, everybody, that's the end of the sprint. All right, let me start the down timer. Bring the music down. Hello, Raiders. Welcome in. Derek Denicola, writer, welcome in. Welcome in. Hopefully your stream and the words went well. Scroll Reaper, welcome in. Welcome in. That was perfect timing. Oh, Ghostly, you already just finished? Holy crap. Yeah, I was gonna say that flew by. I mean, I got no writing done. I hope I finished the corporate nonsense. And then I made tea. So that's what we got here. That's what we got here. Oh God, what is going on? Oh, mash, button mash. I was like, yeah, you are. Let's no. Yeah, I was gonna be like, I don't think Cryptid needs espresso. Cryptid needs not espresso. Just something to counteract the I'm alright salutes, just forgot dinner and salt. Yes, Cryptid, yeah, definitely. I'm imagining don't overdo it on the salt. Yeah, well done. Oh, none of it was none of it was words. I was fixing. What are you fixing? What for what? Fixing, but words, but not words. Oh, okay. I was like, I wasn't sure what. Oh, is there worm things? Oh, gee. What did you do, Ghostly? What, like, no words were... What? Did you color correct this? Did you just add color to that? What did you do? Wait a minute. Why do I feel like there's something going on here that I'm missing? Oh. I was like, oh, you wanted... no, you want a professional cool version. Oh, because it had color. Okay, so you desaturated. I was like, the chair is still bright and colorful. You still got that. You still got the chair colorful. Yeah, you desaturated the color. I see. Cleaned it up, refined it, tried to make it. Ghostly, there might not be any saving this at all. You try as you might. It's just might just be doofy. It might be too doofy to be salvaged. Oh God, I was so tired. You got this, Chris. I'm really proud of you. It is really good. It actually, you definitely fix the colors. The colors are more natural for sure. It's less that hideous, it's less of that like hideous, phosphorescent lighting. You definitely clean that up. Which is a thing. I see. So you overlaid the images? Oh, you cut the pixels out? Oh, wild. I don't even see the pixel. Wow, I don't even see the pixel lines. I mean, I guess it's clean. So you did a black and white and then did a color overlay. It does make it kind of like off. It does make it kind of. It gives it an interesting. God, yeah, that's. I mean, you matched them. I don't see any of the pixel lines, or at least I can't. I don't think I can see the pixel lines. This is really good. You're really good at photo editing, Ghostly. Or at least doing like quick photo edits, because I can't see any pixel lines, even zoomed in. I mean, maybe if you're like matching it, but if you're overlaying it, I guess it's easier. But even though you're modifying it, so in theory there should be like some weird pixel distortions there. It looks good. All right. We'll update. This will be the new official version, Ghostly. We'll make this the fancy the artiste picture of me in a bear beanie, being exhausted on a movie set. Always good. That building is extraordinarily cold too, by the way. And I actually just found out from my mom that building they've added like they've tried to add like a coffee shop into that space, but the bottom is still like blown out old furnaces. So the furnaces in that building exploded, damaging the basement foundations. So I just love that they're still building stuff and like using that space to run businesses, even though the entire foundation beneath it is like barely holding together. Like the building should be condemned or like largely restored and rebuilt, but they just don't care. So they're just building stuff on top of it. Anyway, I always get the dirt about that building, but it is a really cool building. Anyway, that's the story about the weird old 1800s grocery store that I turned into a hospital. That has to be held up by like a car jack on a stack of rocks. It's wild. Like I at the time we snuck down into the basement and it was nuts. Like there's whole like pillars that go down into the rock, like into the rock foundation that are completely blown out. It's wild. Yeah, it's crazy thing. I just cut out the shapes from the black front layers so you could see the second color. Oh, I see, and then cut. Oh, interesting. That's really that's a clever way to do it, Ghostly. Well, it's a clever way to do it. I guess let me. If people on stream really want to see a picture of me that Ghostly tried to make look like, Ghostly put some artistic flair on. And it's not gonna save it. It does. It's just me looking like sleep deprived and in a bear beanie. It's weird being able to download things from Discord. Why do they make that hard? Why do you make it hard on me, Discord? Just layering, yeah, that makes sense. How is that still being used as either Miyoko, a curse, or both? You don't need to save Art Muppet. You don't need to save Art Muppet. I mean, for my worm god palace, I need art. Let's see here. Do I have this thing? Okay. I don't even... Yeah, I probably deleted all these. I thought you'd like it. You're not the focus. The focus is the chair. I do appreciate that you definitely saturated the color out of the chair. And that is my preference. Here we go. Let's see, can I see if I can make this work again? Scrivener. Oh, nope, that just brings that up. Let me change this so everybody can see Ghostly's work here, trying to make an artistic photo of a crappy cell phone picture from a long time ago. Where are you? I like the title of this is actually very funny, Ghostly. Sensei wants professional IG. There you go. There we go. Okay, yeah. So this is Ghostly making a professional picture out of an old screen cap from behind the scenes on the movie. The chair. The problem is there's one problem with this, Ghostly, is the color draws your eye to the chair, but technically I'm in the foreground and I'm to the right, so it's a problem of framing. Anything that's closer to center frame is going to be where the eye naturally goes. It's the first place the eye goes. So technically the eye goes to the bed first, but because I'm in the foreground and I'm to the right, the left, usually you're not going to hit. Your eyes will almost always default to center and center right when you first look at an image. So it unfortunately, like you do a good job trying to distract people to look at the chair, but I still might be too prominent in the bear beanie-ness of it all. I love it. It's even more unsettling now. It is definitely unsettling now. It gives it a little bit of that like Shining vibe. Like it's just like there's this like the chair is haunted. I'm going to throw something ghostly. You get pulled back to the bed. I mean, that's because the bed is center. It's almost always going to be. There's a reason why in both animation, like if you look at anime or just any animation, even Disney animation, a really good example of this is Mad Max Fury Road, because of the way it's cut. there's so much fast cutting. They always frame for the center. It makes the images all match, but also because your eye doesn't have to travel the screen. So it's usually it's like really, if you're trying to get people to look at something very quickly, almost immediately you're going to see the center first. Which is perfect. I'm waiting for something terrible to happen in that space. Yeah, it's good. That space was designed to, like, you know, we did try to make that place look as creepy as humanly possible. I was very careful not to color the ceiling fan and whatever the hell that other thing is on the ceiling. Oh, the heater? Are you talking about this giant heater thing? That's a heater. That place has no heat because the furnace is all exploded. So there's no actual heating in there. So you have to actually have space heaters and turn them on. But this was also in the middle of winter, so it was like -5 outside. So those heaters don't do anything really. They don't heat anything. They're worthless pretty much. The goal was that the goal was that only the back of the room and the chair would have color. Ah, yeah. I mean, the back room works. Like the fact that you've edged it on the shoulder like this is pretty cool actually. Like it's pretty clever. It's interesting. You might like. I wonder like saturating it. Honestly, I'd probably just make it darker. If I could go in and create like a little mask here and like darken this so it's, even though there's light back here, you make this really, really dark. It'll stand out stronger against my back here. And also just make it a little bit more uncanny and shroud the bed in darkness. See, kids, you can do things on your own and well with quickness. Yeah, Ghostly is really good at just banging these things out really fast. I'm gonna wait. Who designed this? I'm gonna throw hands. I've gotten decent with the eraser tool on my laptop mouse. I was like, yeah, you do some projects pretty quick. In winter here, you turn on the ceiling fan, reverse the push the hot air down because the heat gathers on the fucking ceiling. Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't know why they did this. That's just the way they did it. It doesn't help. It doesn't do anything. So, give me 2 minutes. There you go, Ghostly. All right. Well, we're gonna dive in. It's time for a second sprint. So it is time to get the words. But we'll see what Ghostly comes up with. What magic Ghostly can do. All right. Let's get to it. I need to actually try to get some word done today because I am falling behind. Oh, thank you, Ghostly. Ads. All right, ads, and then we'll all right, go get tea, get water, and then we'll dive into our next sprint. AC vents go up, heating vents go down. That's true. In the old 1920s house we had in Fort Collins, there was all the heating vents were on the floor. I mean, it was you know, because it's built like an old like I don't know. I do not understand. That place was originally a bank. That thing, it has been 9 different things over the course of like 120 years, but I don't even think that place probably had. I would have to imagine it had vents. If they had furnaces down at the bottom, they might not even had vents. They might have just burned the furnaces and had them run through pipes. I wonder, you know what I bet they did? I bet it was water. I bet what they did was heat the water. And I bet you they heat the water to keep the pipes from freezing over. And then the water, and then the hot pipes would probably heat the floors. And that's probably how they did it. They might not have even had vents, because when I think about it now, I don't think there were any vents. There's chimney stacks, but I don't think there's any vents in the floors or the ceiling. Ghostly, did you already do it? Really? Oh, hey. Oh yeah, that's great. There you go. That's perfect. Look at that. That's how you do it. Yeah, you don't want to go too. You don't want to go too. You don't want to go too much, because then it's too outlandish. But hold on. See if I can do this before the ads are over. Well, yeah, it's uncanny because It gives you the sense of the uncanny because there's a light there, and you're essentially dissolving a light source, and so that creates a sense of the unnatural, and it's very subtle. So hold on 1 second. Yeah, there you go. See, if you look at that, oh, I can't. Can I make that bigger? Let me see if I can make this bigger on here. Yeah, see? And that gives you show image speedrun. I'm very good. Yeah, this is you're getting me actually being better at this than I usually am. So, it's taken me a long time to figure out how to do this in OBS. So I'm very proud of my technological capabilities here. Uh, yeah, I need to get rid of it. The QR code takes you to a website that's not even around yet. It was a website that's been in development for years. Um, let's see here. It does kind of look like an album cover. Yeah, it was like that. It does give it a little bit of that vibe. Um, you can see practically no difference, but it's there. Well, that's the important thing. See how dark you've made it, where you have a light that's literally shining over this, but it's like sucking the light away. While over here, everything's like bright and exposed with these like light panels. So it gives you a sense of like, it gives you a sense of something's not totally normal back here. Um, Yeah, I mean, if this wasn't like a cell phone picture, I'd probably crop this. I'd probably crop this image. Yeah, I'd probably punch it in a little bit and crop it to where you'd want to keep the bed just maybe off center a little bit right there. Yeah. What the serial? Yeah, kids are asleep. That is a great way to do what we're doing here. That's a great way to describe the sort of trying to create the sense of the uncanny just through a weird sort of liminal image. But yeah, making this dark, perfect. Yep. Mister needs to be professional. Wait? I'm glad my editing is to your liking. Yes, yeah, it's good. Good job. The dark, creating the dark space back here, desaturated colors with a little bit of like spark color. It's very Shining-esque. It works. It's good work, Ghostly. I mean, you're definitely doing a good job trying to make a dumb behind the scenes picture of me from a movie actually seem like freaky and uncanny. So I'll give you props for that. That's trying to actually make a dumb picture. Uh, yeah, and those lights are like that. They are buzzing. Yeah, it's got that gross sort of that gross like halogen light type vibe. Definitely. All right, we need to dive into our sprints, but yes, I do love this. Going through. Let's pick other pictures that don't involve me next time when we're doing creepy pictures though. Uh, all right. Okay. All right. Happy. Let's get started on our sprints. All right. Happy writing, everybody. And we'll see you on the other side. And away we go. Your tool of choice. Exactly, Scroll Reap. Exactly. All right, and that is the end of that sprint. Pencils down. Anyway, hopefully it was a good sprint for folks. Starting the down timer. It's like actually started to get in the zone there, which is nice. It's nice. Not too hard of a transition into outside of corporate brain, which is nice. I think this will probably be. I know I wanted to originally do 4 sprints this week, but I think we're only gonna do 3, so we'll probably only do one more sprint tonight. And then depending on Thursday or Friday, we'll try to do 4. Sensei. Yes, Ghostly. Yes, Padawan. Padawanda Wandaland. Sorry, that's a Polygonal Wandaland is like one of my favorite King Gizzard records. So, same. I think I might finish it. Oh shit! Well done, Crypto. You got the novella outline tonight. Badass. Sensu. I love it. Sensu, you've created a wonderful monster. Oh dear. Oh no. What have I created, Ghostly? I cannot thank you enough. I'm terrified now. Whatever is going on, I'm terrified. Let me tell you what's cooking. What was that Skull Reaper? The Scroll Reaper bait. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, that's amazing. That's amazing, Crypto. I was gonna be like finishing a whole outline. Well done. You've already written a short story? What? Did you write a single short story in a single sprint? Good lord. That's impressive, Ghostly. I was like, I don't know, maybe that was just maybe everybody was in the zone, because I definitely had like a breakthrough idea, or an idea that I'm like, oh my god, should this just be its own like film? Did I just come up with a movie idea? I'm still gonna try to workshop it into this other project I'm working on, but I was like, oh, I'm kind of into this idea now. So maybe we were all kind of like cluing it. Maybe we were all like vibing with the muse. Cryptid, you can cook? Life skill for anybody out there, definitely cook. It is important for you to be able to cook. These are important skills that you should definitely do. Wildlife, please share. I mean, it's in the early process, but sure. I mean, so if you're familiar, my favorite H.P. Lovecraft story, and one that I've been like struggling to adapt for a long time. I've written 3 different feature film screenplays trying to adapt it in different ways, but it's the story called The Music of Eric Zahn. And so I was like, this actually isn't really me adapting it. It's just taking the music idea of a person who like makes music that has some connection to like eldritch void otherness, and channels it through their music. But I was thinking, because of the way I was trying to do this apartment complex story, where it's like we focus on each room and each person has their own story, and we never see the direct ways that they influence each other, but they're all influencing each other to this like cosmic ritual that they have no idea that they're a part of. It just seems like their lives are happening to them. That same idea. I started to get the idea of, what if there was a musician who at one point would have gotten let's say that their muse was like being out in nature or something like that, and they weren't able to do it because of like health reasons. Let's say that maybe they're on like oxygen and they're old, so they're stuck at home, and they don't really have like a social network anymore. They're kind of like isolated and deeply alienated, and so all of their like auditory influences are like the sounds of the apartment. So taking all these different things that we're like building up over time, all these people's lives that they're doing, and this musician is kind of incorporating that and channeling that into a song that they're writing. But it's like, instead of it being like this like transcendent thing, it's like it becomes a part of this demonic ritual. And then I go full Cronenberg with it, where like as the person is constructing the song, we just go full on the fly with it, where their body starts morphing and like falling apart and creating like this strange sort of like monster thing as they're creating this music, and they start like transforming, like literally physically transforming into some other thing. Um, and then I thought it would be interesting at the end where it just ends and like in typical me fashion, not necessarily having something crawl out of someone, since I know I have a habit of doing that. But something like very alien-esque, something comes out of it, but you never see what it is. You just see like a puddle of flesh or something like that. Like not even like the remnants of a body, just like something transformed, and then it's just like a goo thing into the vents. And that's either setting up the next series of stories we tell. So now there's this weird creature that was just created by the sounds of this place that is now hiding in the vents of this place to further torment and like extend whatever the ritual process of things goes. So now I'm like, oh, maybe this is like a step. But that was the big idea. And then I was like, could that just be a movie about like a guy like essentially like incorporating the sounds of like alienation and despair and transforming into a monster that slowly like decomposes them over time is kind of the premise of it a little bit. So anyway, yeah, that's kind of the idea. I literally just came up with that, so now I'm trying to like hone into like what exactly I want it to be and how I want it to work. If I work with it, it's just workshopping it to see if anything comes out of it. But I kind of like the idea. Let's see. Hold on, wait. I gotta catch up. Are you doing each room as a movement of a whole piece of music? That's actually a good. Yeah, it's kind of like that because you could hide music throughout each episode. Yeah, exactly. Of course, there is Wild signature. And now the vents are gonna hiss, and all you hear are old pipes. Exactly. Wait. While I hold the hell on. Wait, what? What did I do? Wait, Ghostly. Sensei, that is so sick. That is wild. I love it. Oh, thank you, Ghostly. But yeah, it's interesting. If I can make it work, if I can make it sing. Put the old blown out furnace. Oh, the old blown out from like the other plate. Yeah. Oh shit. Yeah, like down in the basement, like underneath the building, there's these old blown out furnaces. That's actually a really good idea for the initial idea I had about kids digging up something in the dirt in a courtyard. Maybe it's like something out of a furnace or something that's just in there. That's a good idea. I like you go underneath the building to the building's foundations, and there's like the foundations themselves are rotting and destroyed. It's very House of Fall of Usher, the very gothic Edgar Allan Poe, but then have like weird. I don't know. I really like furnaces. I just like the images of furnaces. The building is always too warm or too cold, but there is no heat. Oh yeah. There's like it's like you get this like ambient temperature. That's a good idea. Yeah, the balloons. Yeah, that's a good idea. I like that. Wait, hold on. Let me catch up with Ghostly. About a film crew that goes up to Mount St. Helens. Very cool. 8 people go up, 7 come down. One of the crew members recounts how things went horribly wrong and what happened to the director that went up to the mount but never came down. Oh, that's a there. Okay, all right. That's a good story, Ghostly. Also, just to tell you, just like if you want full psychological disclosure of what it's like to be a director, if that is like a volcano, that director 100% threw himself into the volcano. Probably in a fit of despair and frustration, or just thought that like whatever he was trying to achieve was like some weird volcano god. Because you start getting some wacky ideas when you haven't slept for weeks, and you're just like, I don't know, man, but I'm tired of trying to make this movie. Everybody is making me crazy. I'm just gonna go like, I'm gonna go obliterate myself and join with the mountain. That's very funny. Yeah, that's good. I like that. Yeah, I like the Pan's Labyrinth Dark Narnia exploration. Oh, yeah. Pan's Labyrinth for sure. Yeah, Dark Narnia exploration. Pan's Labyrinth is such a good fucking movie. It's so good. And its sibling film, Devil's Backbone, which is a fantastic film as well. Ghostly, LOL. I'm cackling while I'm trying to. I know it's like a dry joke, but I'm like, I'm not kidding you. There's definitely like if there had been a volcano when I was making my movie, I probably would have thrown myself into it. Just everybody be like, where'd he go? And be like, oh, that's it. that's it. He did it. He just went into the volcano. Well, pour one out for him. I've been taking notes on you, Sensu. It's like clearly that's you have that horror film book that you had made, which is pretty good. You could definitely lean on that because that does that is a really good. That feels like what it's like, particularly when you're really young, trying to go make a movie with your friends. Like it definitely has like that vibe for sure. You have to tell me how I do. I'm very excited to read that. Very excited. Always excited to read your stuff, Ghostly, but very excited for that. Got to get him back for Schism. I see. Wait. Oh, who for Schism? Got to get me back for Schism. What film is what? Wait, what film is? Oh, Devil's Backbone. It was made by Del Toro years before he made Pan's Labyrinth, but it was he calls them brother sister films, where Pan's Labyrinth is from the sister point of view and then Devil's Backbone is from the brother, because they're both about the Mexican Civil War, and they both take place during the Spanish Civil War. So one of them's about an orphanage with a bunch of kids. It's a ghost story. It's a fantastic film. Devil's Backbone is fucking great. In my opinion, it's Del Toro's two best movies: Devil's Backbone and Pan's Labyrinth. Both those films are just peak Del Toro at his best. Gotta go get him back for Schism. I see. Yeah, that's funny. I've decided I'll never be able to get him back enough for Schism. Oh no, Ghostly. Oh no, you don't have to give up. Don't give up. You can get me back. Maybe not. I don't know. No, Muppet, you still have a very long list of grievances to finish. That's true. I do. Oh shit, timer's up. Okay, we're gonna run ads and then we're gonna start our final sprint. But all right, ads away. Wildlight, you will be paying for Emma until the day I die. Why am I paying for it? What? You will live 1,000 lives in my work. Oh, I got you, because you're just gonna keep trying to top me. You'll top me. You'll do just fine, Ghostly. I have the utmost faith in you. I have all the faith in you. Yeah, get tea, water, everybody. Restock. I am out of tea, but I probably should just do water for this sprint. I'll give it a watch. I can't rewatch Pan's Labyrinth. Amazing film. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, thank you, Cryptid. Hydrate, everybody. Drink up. Drink fluids. It's good for you. Water, specifically. Dun, da, da. Oh, hey! Cypher Robinson came in here on the raid a while ago, but was family. Oh, that sounds delightful. We'll check you out later when I can get to know you. Of course. Welcome in, of course. Come on. We'll be streaming later this week, doing writing sprints, getting the words done, so feel free to come hang out whenever. But glad to have you. We'll catch you next time. Can't rewatch Pan's Labyrinth. Amazing film. Yeah. It is a rough movie. Devil's Backbone has a similar... I'd say it's probably a little bit lighter on the ending, because Pan's has a very, it's darkly dark ending. Romantic ending, but a very tragic ending. I think Devil's Backbone has a little bit more of, an uplifting ending, but it's definitely worth it. It's a great movie. It's great. One of my favorite, kids dealing with a problem sort of thing. Pop friend! Is that Alexander? Is that supposed to... I'm assuming that's supposed to be Alexander. It might not be. I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of pots, but I'm assuming that's Alexander. Or just a regular pot dude from the lands between. I keep forgetting. I almost never engage with Twitch in the video game world. I'm always having to remember that Twitch is a video game platform. Ads are finished. Oh, thank you, Cryptid. Oh, are they? It still says there's 38 seconds, yeah. Very visually imprinting for a film to make me not want to rewatch is pretty powerful, yeah. But I remember it almost like a Disney film, such a good pull on emotions. Yeah, it's big time. Oh, yeah, yep, got the water. Got a big old thing of water. Yeah. I mean, those are always my favorite films. I find them to be the most effective. I don't think they last the full time that it says on my thing that they last. But all right. Let's dive into... Well, ads are almost done. Let's dive on in to our final sprint of the evening. Go get those words, everybody. Happy writing, and we'll catch you on the other side. And away we go. Happy writing, everybody. Oh, all right. There we go. All right, and that's it. We mostly. I mean, words were done. I mean, we had to litigate the problems of the existential crisis of modern art, but words were done. You did it. Did you do it, Cryptid? Hell yes! Oh, congrats, Cryptid. Fuck yes, you finished your outline. Congrats. Hell yeah. Well done. Like right down to the wire. Cryptid pulled across the finish line, and it doesn't suck. That's the best feeling in the world. That's the best goddamn feeling ever. That's amazing. Good job, Cryptid. Big wins. Now celebrate by relaxing, by chill. A chill celebration. I really love it. Hoomst. Great. I'm glad it's making you excited and you're really like you're feeling good about it. That's something. It's always something good. You don't know what word is, Ghostly? What word are you talking about that you don't know? I know you were like, I don't know what that word is, but yeah, I mean, hey, we'll just point you in the direction and be go bust heads. Just unleash the ghost. And dust off hands well, all's well that ends well. Okay. I wish I could make this a TV show, but I could never, and so I write short serial. Hey, short serial is great. Fetus? Feudalist. Feudalist is a term for like feudalism, which is like was a term that I guess was largely invented to describe not wholly accurately, but attempt to describe like medieval period, like the societal like power and economic structures of medieval societies. So like everything post the fall of the Roman Empire to I guess the Enlightenment period, or at least when like we started having other but they always refer like techno-feudalists are like, it's a joke about like, it's a very like cyberpunk joke that essentially corporate powers create techno-feudal societies, essentially societies that do that. Yeah. Ghostly, dude, you need to talk to me like I'm 7 years old. Yeah, that's what. Yeah, I meant before the Enlightenment. Yeah, not after. It would have been after the fall of the Roman Empire, before Enlightenment. I mean, there's actually a really great breakdown. It's I've only ever really used it as a modern term because there's a great article that was posted into Our History about feudalism is not real. That it was like, it's the way, or at least the way we understand feudalism is an antiquated. Well, it wasn't even antiquated. It was a term made up to try to describe a system that is not actually how how society was organized at the time. So it's a grossly inaccurate way to describe how medieval societies functioned. It's approximately 14th to 16th century, but I mean it's a largely fantasy term with vague definitions that are like modern, like not particularly the most accurate, but people will describe it as the feudal era. I would argue, you could probably argue that in a large degree Japan would often, I know they would call like the way Japan's shogunate structure was described as feudal. I don't know if that's wholly accurate either, but they would describe it that way, or at least I've heard it described that way. Anyway, but yeah, none of that really happened. Coined with the Dark Ages. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's incorrect. Okay, well, I need to go. All right, Ghostly. Good luck flirting. Good luck flirting. Godspeed. I wish you luck, and I hope you win at it, since you're the only person I've ever met who seeks to win at flirting. But good luck. Good luck. But have a good night, Ghostly. If you say it is a medievalist, we'll go like, if you say it a medievalist, we'll go on a rant like Twilight with Dune. Exactly. Yep. All right. Well, anyway, we are going to wrap it up for tonight. Tonight is, I got to go make dinner. And take care of the golden boy, who I still have to monitor, and but he is getting his blood, he's getting all of his stuff rechecked, so hopefully we will have confirmation that he has stabilized later this week. Next week is the hope, and then I don't have to be a hyper obsessive cat dad. But yeah, have a great night. It was great talking with you, Scroll Reaper. But welcome. Feel free to come back in and chat anytime. It's a blast having you. Yes, please go Please go rest, Cryptid. You had a big win tonight, so go rest up. But yeah, we'll catch you all next time. Patio Skunk, always a blast. Great seeing you. For the rest of you all, take care of yourselves. Be kind to yourselves.